Hey guys, hello everyone, good evening, welcome back to Vedantu's JEE channel. How is everyone? How are you guys and who all are here? Hello, I can see Ajay is here, Sanjeet is here, Anandita, Blitz Dragon. Okay, Rajesh is here. Hi Ankit. Hello Jatin. Hi Siddharth. Hello Nimish. Okay, Sriniti, Adarsh, RV, Aditya, Ritik. Ritik, okay, that's a good name. Adarsh. Okay, Aditya is also here. Srinivas Rao. Everybody is here. Very well, very well. Welcome, guys. Welcome back once again. And as you can see, on the screen over here, what's the topic? Yes. Topic is how to complete JEE Physics Syllabus in 40 days. If I have to tell you practically, obviously the preparation which is done over a year, or you can say over 24 months, cannot be equivalent to what you do in just 40 days. These 40 days will obviously not give you exactly the same level of preparation as you do for your overall 2 years of preparation, right? You know that it is impossible, yeah? So let's be realistic here. So what I'm going to do here is basically I'm going to tell you what are the things that you should be focusing upon, how should you create your mindset and keep it throughout the same. Okay, many of you must be now going to appear for your board examination. So obviously one of the tip in the beginning only I'm sharing that whatever topics that you're studying for your board examination, if you're a CBSE guy, your board examination is on 2nd of March, keep those concepts intact in your brain. Okay, and then I will tell you how should you effectively revise when your board examination are over, and if you're already a person who has taken a drop during the last 15-20 days, how should you revise. One of the things which I'm telling you in the beginning only, just after the 12th board examination get over, we'll be back with sprint session. So do not forget to come for the sprint session of physics, chemistry and maths, because that will help you a lot. Those will be your last minute preparation dose. Okay, and for that, obviously, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, do subscribe to the channel so that you're not missing out on any of those sprint sessions as well. Okay, guys? Okay, we'll be solving questions, don't worry. It's not just fun day session, we'll be solving questions as well. Okay, Rajesh? Cool, guys? So, yeah, hi Asa, hello everyone, hi Adarsh, hi Akash. Cool. So first of all, for people who are here on the channel for the first time or are looking at me for the first time, this is me, your Suri Sir, and yes, you can see I'm an alumnus of IIT Bombay, also known as Mogambo on YouTube channel of Vedantu. Why? Because when you will be cracking this examination of JEE or Main NEET also as well, Mogambo khush hoga. Okay, cool guys. Yeah, I can see a lot of people now, and yes, it's all going crazy. But let's get back to business and talk about thing that we want to discuss today, and that is starting off with your expectation with yourself. Tell me guys, how much do you think you can score in JEE Main out of 300? What is the confidence level right now? Tell me that quickly. If you're a guy who's preparing for NEET, please say D. Otherwise, just tell me not the option. Don't tell me the option. Tell me the number. Tell me the number in the chat box. Yes, tell me the number. I would not be surprised if somebody writes 360 here. Okay. Okay, very well. I can see people are responding with a score more than 200 only, and that is what I wanted to see, because no matter how much is your preparation level, you should aim for the max. Okay, yes, and how to make it achievable is what I'm here to help you out with. Cool guys, thank you. Yes, great. So if you are a guy who's watching this video not live, do tell me how much is your expected score out of you and how much you think you'll be able to score in the comment box. Okay, I would like to know out of 300 how much you can score in the JEE examination. Tell me that number in the chat box, or later on if you're watching it as a video, then do write that in the comment box. Okay guys, so good guys, very well, awesome. Now why am I asking this? Why am I asking this is because I have a fact to share with you all guys, and that is what will you get if you score 180 plus. In JEE, if out of 300 you score 180 plus, let's have a look at this analysis first. So guys, let's start from here. Estimated cutoff usually in JEE now close to 300 marks is the weightage now. So out of that, cutoff is expected to be 78. What does the cutoff mean? I hope you all know that. Okay. Yeah. What does the cutoff mean? it gives you the eligibility to appear for the advanced examination if you score above the cutoff marks. Okay. Now, let's just have a look at the marks which are mentioned here. If you score more than 200 marks out of 300, look at the rank that you can get into. If you manage to score 200 plus in JEE main examination out of 300, your rank will be whooping 5,000 or less than that. Okay. Just have a look at the difference in the next one. If you score 240 or more than that, your rank jumps humongously and you come in the top 500 of the country. I'm not kidding here. Yes, that's the fact. If you score about 270, then the people who score about 270 are into the top 100, and people obviously who are the top 10 are the people who are almost getting like 95% plus marks in that examination. Okay. So guys, why am I sharing this with you guys is, and the reason why I was asking that how much you are expecting from yourself is, you should not be aiming a score less than 200. Reason is this, because with a score more than 200, just have a look at the second last column. Yeah. So in this, it tells you the idea that if you want to be in the good rank to get into the best of the colleges, yes, your aim should not be less than 200 marks. Okay. Yeah. So guys, let's start. How should you prepare for JEE Physics if you have limited time left with you all? Okay, let's go. So guys, first thing first, because you know that JEE examination happened in the month of January 2020. On 7th, 8th and 9th of January, the examination happened in 2 shifts every day. So total 6 papers happened. So it is advisable to know the overall analysis of the JEE examination first, how the paper was, because very similar is going to be the pattern that will be followed in the month of April as well. Okay. So guys, for those who are not aware yet, who did not appear for the examination in the month of January, things have changed. How they have changed? Till 2019, you used to have 90 questions in JEE, 30, 30, 30 coming from each, all MCQs. But now things have changed. You have physics, chemistry, maths only, but 25 questions each. So total 75 questions. Okay. I hope you guys are aware about that. And on top of that, 20 questions MCQ and 5 questions will be your integer type of questions or numerical. Okay. Cool. And yes, it's a 3-hour examination, still 180 minutes you get. And it has now become completely online. I hope you guys are aware about that. CBSE does not conduct this examination anymore. NTA, National Testing Agency, is the body that conducts this examination. Okay guys, cool. Now, so if I speak with respect to the overall analysis of the paper, what are the 2 biggest takeaways from this year's paper analysis? The first one says that the paper was moderately difficult. Okay. Yes, JEE main paper is not extremely difficult ever. It is not too simple like your state level engineering entrance exams. JEE main examination is moderately difficult usually. So takeaway this year has been the same. So nothing changed drastically. Second one is that numerical type of questions were easier. Means I would rather put it as that it's a bonus. That your numerical type of questions, question number 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25, those 5 questions are the numerical questions whose answers will be a number only. Okay, you will not be given an option. Such questions turned out to be relatively easy. Yeah, so that's a good news. Okay, but lengthy. Somebody is saying, Asta is saying that lengthy. I would rather differ here a little bit. Not all the questions in all the subjects were lengthy. Maybe one of the questions turned out to be lengthy, but then overall the questions were easy and yes, very easily scoreable. Okay. Okay. Cool guys. So now, if I speak with respect to the overall analysis, first have a look at this pie chart just for a mental image. You can see that more than 50% of the paper is actually easy. Remember that. I think I reinforce this fact every time. I say this every time in every of my analysis video or in general when I speak about the JEE paper analysis. JEE main examination is mostly an easy examination. I think that is quite evident from the kind of questions that I discussed with you guys. Those are all JEE questions that we discussed, and JEE paper involves, you can see from here, 58% of the questions, at least with respect to JEE main 2020 January month, 58% of the questions were easy. Now what you see here, a relatively smaller pie but bigger than the red one is the blue one, which is the mediocre level of questions, around 27%. Okay, so close to 60 and close to 30, that means very close to 90%. Okay, close to 85% is basically your paper which is doable by everybody. Means what? If you're a guy who has taken 11 standard marks, 11 standard school examination seriously and are going to take your board examination also very seriously, trust me, you have a very scoring zone available for you yet. Okay, first thing first over there. Only 15% of the questions were relatively difficult. Okay, if I speak with respect to the number of questions here, you can see that easy questions were total out of 150, 86 questions. Total 150 questions came obviously in the 6 examinations which happened. So 86 questions were easy, 41 were mediocre level, 23 were difficult. Okay guys, can we get 70 plus in 40 days, sir? Yes, you can. In fact, how to score 40 plus marks in just 10 minutes? Just look for that in the video. I have done a video where I have told you guys how can you actually score 40 plus marks in each subject in the first 10-15 minutes of the paper itself. Okay, do check out that. Okay, cool guys. So comes the first question first, then we'll continue our discussion about how should you prepare. So just to give you a feel that what kind of questions were there in this year's JEE Main examination, have a look at the question guys for all of you here. A lift can hold 2000 kg. 2000 kg of the weight inside the lift a lift can hold. Friction in the duct when the lift is moving is 4000 Newton and power delivered is 60 horsepower. You should know that 1 horsepower is 746 watt. We have to find out the maximum speed with which the lift can move up. It's a question from JEE Main 2020 in the month of January. Okay, does anyone know how to solve this question, or do you already have solved this question? Have you? You can tell me the answers in the chat box. By the time I'm also trying to solve this. Okay, yes, Vinu is saying C is okay. Ankit is saying answer is 2 meters per second, but let me tell you answer is not sure going to be 2 meters per second. I even don't know what's going to be the correct answer, but let's try this guys. So what is happening, let's just draw this here first. Okay, and I'll choose my favorite color. I don't like black color on the screen. Yeah, I like red color here. Okay, so yes, mg will be acting. That mg, if you take 2000 multiplied by the value of g, that is 10, turns out to be how much? 20,000 Newton. Okay guys, yeah. Apart from that, when the lift is trying to go up, this is the direction of its velocity maybe. Okay, maybe it is going with a constant velocity. It is also experiencing a force of friction guys. How much is that force of friction? It is 4000 Newton. So what do you see guys? Total downward force is 24,000. Okay, and if you talk about the force that is applied by the machine or the motor of the lift, that is basically trying to balance these two forces and generate a constant velocity. Remember from kinematics, Newton's first law says that a body will continue to be in the state of rest or will continue to perform uniform motion if the net force acting on the body is 0. That is the case. Body is moving with a constant velocity with the net force acting on it 0. So if we talk about the constant power, I hope you guys know that it is F into V into cos of theta, but you can see the angle between F and V is, can anyone tell me the angle between F and V? Yes, FV cos theta, but what is the value of theta? Can anyone tell me? Oh, we have Iron Man in the chat box, Tony Stark. Yes, it's 0 degrees. Perfect. So 0 degree, that's why I can write down cos 0 as 1. So directly F into V, and we are interested in calculating the value of V, that is going to be power divided by the force which is applied by the machine itself. So how much is the power? You can see it is 60 horsepower. Obviously you'll have to convert it into the SI unit, that is watt. So 746 watt and divided by the total force, that is 24,000 Newton. To 20,000 plus 4,000. So when you guys simplify this, it doesn't come out to be 2 meters per second. It comes out to be 1.87 meters per second. Okay. So this value is actually 1.87 meters per second, and the nearest option is 1.9 meters per second. So if you'll ask me, is this question challenging? It's not challenging actually, but it was calculative. Okay. Yes. Perfect, Aditya. The correct answer is option A. It is not option C. Okay, you should see all the options properly first. Okay guys, okay, cool guys. So now, yeah, answer is option A, that is 1.9. Okay guys, so now if we go unit wise, yeah, if we go unit wise and try to understand that what is the weightage of each and every unit. So this is again a pie chart, very important for you to keep in mind, because based upon that, for the limited time that is available with you, you should allocate your time, maximum time, to the units which are having a more of weightage. Very simple science over here. Okay, cool guys. Okay, so 35% what you see is the red pie chart, which is basically your mechanics. No surprises there. Mechanics is the most important unit, most scoring unit, and the most asked unit also. So 35% is your mechanics. Next bigger unit is this 20%, which is nothing but current, electricity, and EMI AC. Okay guys, that 20% is your current, electricity, EMI, and AC. Apart from that, the next bigger one looks like 18%. That is basically electrostatics and magnetism. Good part, rather the good news: electrostatics, magnetism, EMI, AC, current, electricity, you are already starting it for your board examination. All you have to do after your board examination get over, solve more and more MCQs on that, and you will be covering 38% of that weightage of JEE examination. Yeah. So, is semiconductors important, sir, with respect to JEE? Yes, sir, very much important. Very, very, very easily doable questions come from that. I'm coming to that also, don't worry. So around 17% is the weightage of your modern physics. And if I speak with respect to only modern physics, trust me, you will have questions from logic gates. You will have questions coming from one of the devices, semiconductors, or you mostly get questions from the dual nature of matter and radiation. And one of the questions expected from the nuclear physics part, radioactivity. Okay. Yeah. Test series I will be there. I will be solving the papers, don't worry. Okay. So guys, the 17% weightage is of optics and modern physics, and 10% is your heat and thermodynamics. So if you are running short of time, maybe you can skip heat and thermodynamics if you are running short on time. Okay guys, cool. Okay, cool. So now continuing the strategy discussion here. So the level of paper has increased for last 4 and 5 years. Now when I say level of paper has increased, it doesn't mean that now more lengthy, more difficult questions come. Sometimes lengthy questions come. Yeah. Earlier they never used to test the calculation skill. Now sometimes in a few questions like the one that we saw previously, थोड़ी देर पहले जो question देखा था, sometimes the questions come which actually require you to go to the minute level of calculations. That is where the level has gone up. Difficulty wise, I'm still telling you, it is still the same level as it used to be, maybe you can say at the time when I appeared for this examination. Okay. Physics calculations are not difficult, agreed with that, but still they are calculatives. Okay. Moving on. Okay. Now, it is very important to strategize for this subject. Yes, obviously, it is important because this is a subject which is not just theory. It also involves a lot of mathematics that you have studied. So, how should you strategize is what we are discussing. Yes, very important. See, you have limited amount of time left. As I told you, the preparation that you do in 2 years and the preparation you do in say around 2 months cannot be, of the same level. So you need to be smart. How can you do your smart work? First thing is to pick up your easy topics. Now, first of all, I'm going to share a list of easy topics here, but they are not hard and fast. How should you judge whether a topic is easy or not is based upon your own understanding and own affinity towards a particular subject as well as on a particular chapter. So guys, I'll tell you the list also, don't worry. Obviously, try not to over attempt. Now, what does that mean? Why should I not try to over attempt? You know that JEE examination has +4 -1 kind of policy. If you solve a question correctly, you get 4 marks. If you solve a question incorrectly, 1 marks get deducted. So if you will think that I will solve say 10 questions, I'll solve 5 questions. Out of those, even if I correct say 1 or 2 correct if I do, then I'll get 8 marks positive and 3 marks will become negative. But trust me, this I have spoken in my previous few videos, which I said is a Murphy's law. You will actually end up solving more negative questions than the one that you'll be solving positively, especially in the case of doubt. I'm not saying that if you are aware and if you are confident about a question, you should skip it, but especially in case of doubt, in case of confusion, which I'm sure happens with you also, that many times out of 4 options, we feel that, okay, 2 are surely not going to be the answer, say A or B will not be the answer, but you do feel that C or D or any 2 options are definitely the answer, yeah? Yes, see, Jatin is telling us that he got negative marks due to over attempting. So I'm telling you guys, this is again coming from my experience, and I'm sure by the time you guys have studied so long, you have the experience from your own mock test examination that if you try to over attempt, if you try to answer with fluke, you actually end up getting negative marks more. Okay, yes, don't get into the habit of taking a lifeline 50-50, because there is no lifeline of 50-50 in JEE examination. So be 100% sure for a question that you are attempting. Okay, do not go for fluke answering. Do not choose an option just based upon what you think it is. Okay, do not think that none of these cannot be the correct answer. I've taken those kind of questions also in my sessions. None of these can also sometimes be the answer. So do not eradicate just based upon your gut feeling. Okay, this examination is not the test of your gut feeling. It's basically the test of your own understanding of the subject and your own smartness. Okay, cool. Now, yes, if I have to tell you what is the easiest way to prepare in the last 40 days, is actually to solve as many papers as you can in the previous year JEE, as well as of NEET, by the way. Yeah, not just JEE, solve NEET papers also. I have written here previous year 4 to 5. Okay, 4 to 5. If you can solve last 10 years of paper starting from 2010, okay, that will be even amazing. Okay, are you getting my point, guys? Pick last 10 years of paper at first JEE, then NEET also. Solve them exactly in the real time frame. What do I mean by real time frame? Put an alarm clock for 3 hours. Sit exactly the way you will sit for an examination. Tell your parents, tell your siblings, do not disturb me for the next 3 hours. You have to appear for the examination in the exact mode as you are going to appear in your actual examination. It will be advisable, one more thing, you do not take a printout. Please don't take a printout of the test papers. Rather try to attempt the papers on a screen. Okay, because you know that your concentration level is different when you are having a question paper in front of you in terms of a paper, pen and paper mode, and your concentration level is different when you have to again and again lift your face, look at the screen. I hope you guys are getting my point. Okay, perfect. I'm going to help you out with the question papers also. How can you find the questions, how many tests you can attempt, and especially an online type of test also I'm going to help you out with in a few minutes. Okay, guys? Yeah. As I told you, try to finish the easy topics first. Whenever you are attempting a mock test also, try to finish your easy topics first. Again and again repeating, I have told you people how to score 40 plus marks in 10 minutes. Go watch that video as well after this. You will get to know that how can you pick your easy topics first in the first 10 minutes of every subject. Okay. Yes, previous year books which you may be solving so far, stick to them. Do not change a book now. And any objective book. This is basically for your theory. If you still are weak in theory and you want to cover a few one, or you want to refer them, refer the one that you have been following so far. Do not change the book and solve any objective book. Do I recommend any book? There are n number of books out there. Pick any good book which you think you can solve. It could be B.M. Sharma from Cengage. It could be errorless for people who find difficulty in physics. They want to solve or start from a lower level. You can start with that also. H.C. Verma is good for 2-year preparation. In this point of time, I would not recommend solving questions only from H.C. Verma. Okay, guys? Okay. Now, coming to the solution to your third point, have a look at this, guys. You want to appear for as many tests as you want. Well, we at Vedantu are already here with the solution for all of you guys. We have launched a test series, All India Test Series, which is an online test series just for you guys. Let me take you through all the advantages and benefits of that. So guys, you get 20 full-length JEE test every alternate day happening, and obviously it is based upon the latest JEE pattern, which I explained it to you a few minutes back. And you get the detailed analysis of your own performance as well as your All India rank. More importantly, every alternate day when the test is not happening, you will be on the platform of Vedantu and we will be discussing those papers which you solved, which you appeared for. So today, if you appeared for a test, tomorrow there will be a discussion. I will also be there, and many other teachers, all the great master teachers, all the awesome master teachers are going to discuss the paper with you all. Okay. So guys, how do you enroll for this if you have not? Yeah. All you have to do is go to this link, which has been shared many times on the chat box today as well. Also is going to be available in the description of this video. But when you are going there, you want to enroll for this test series, do not forget to use the coupon code SMJT, because when you do that, the test series, which is worth rupees 14,999, can become yours only for 3,499 rupees. Okay guys, cool, awesome. Now guys, again, it's been a long time, we have been discussing a lot of things. Let's pick one more question from JEE Main 2020. Let's read the question guys. An ideal fluid is flowing in a pipe in streamline flow. So an ideal fluid is flowing in a pipe, and the pipe has maximum and minimum diameter of 6.4 and 4.8 centimeters respectively. We have to find out the ratio of minimum to maximum velocity. Okay, yep. Okay, so guys, start solving and tell me. Yes, people have started responding that the correct answer is going to be, people are saying answer is option B or C. Let's see what question, what is the correct answer to this one. So as you know, and for an ideal fluid, if it is flowing through a pipe and if the area of cross section is changing, say at this point where the area is A1, velocity is V1. Here if the area is A2 and the velocity is V2, we use something called as equation of continuity. Wow, flooded with the response. Great guys. So A1 V1 will be equal to A2 V2. So can I say that if I want to talk about the maximum to minimum to maximum velocity, V minimum by V maximum. Okay, if velocity has to become minimum, area has to be maximum, so it goes in denominator. So for V minimum, this will be A maximum in denominator and this will be A minimum, and that is when you will have your overall ratio also less than 1. These are all less than 1 ratio because minimum to maximum ratio we are talking about. So this is pi r minimum square divided by pi r maximum square. Pi gets cancelled. So already the diameter ratio has been given, so you can take the diameter ratio also. Yeah, so directly you can use that. So this is 4.8 divided by 6.4. Okay, so taking the square of that, so 48 by 64, common factor is 16 over here, so numerator goes 3 times, denominator goes 4 times. Okay, so 3 by 4 squaring that value will give me 9 by 16. And yes, you people are right, the correct answer is option B. See, it's a question from JEE Main 2020, again an easy one. As I always say, it's full of easy questions. Yes, Asta, yes, some smart Sanjeet, yes, Ankit, all of you have done it very well. Awesome guys, awesome. Cool guys, so yes, correct answer is option B. Moving on. As I told you, I will tell you the easy kill topic, so do not worry. Let's talk about the easy kill strategy. You wanted the list, here is the list guys. Okay. The most easy of the topics according to me, and obviously according to the analysis that we have at Vedantu, all the people, all the backend team which do the analysis of the entire papers which have been done previously. So based upon that, we feel that gravitation, SHM, waves, current electricity, EMI, modern physics and your thermodynamics are the chapters which usually fetch questions which are easily doable. Okay guys, cool. You can take a screenshot if you want, or obviously you can watch the video once again and note down the list of the topics that you should be following. As I said again, guys, waves is a lengthy topic, but easy questions come from that. As I said again, this is not hard and fast. There might be some chapters in this list which you find challenging, and there might be some chapters that you find easy. I'm not writing kinematics here. I'm not writing Newton's laws of motion or projectile motion here. Reason being, very rarely you will get questions individually from kinematics or laws of motion or projectile motion. Reason being, they are the fundamental chapters. Their fundamentals are used into these chapters. Okay, cool guys. Okay, so coming to the next question after the list is here. So gravitation is there in the list, so let's have a question from gravitation. You have two planets of mass m and m by 2 have radii r and r by 2 respectively. If the ratio of their escape velocity from their surface is v1 by v2 is given to us as n by 4, then the value of n is. So this is that integer type of question. Options are there. I hope you guys have seen this question earlier. If you have not, try to solve this question along with me. And for that, you will need the formula for escape velocity. I hope you guys know this. Escape velocity formula is under root of 2 gm by r, obviously from the planet. So the radius, capital R is the radius of the planet, m is the mass of the planet, capital G, as you all know, is the universal constant of gravitation. Okay, so for two planets we are comparing it. So V1 by V2 is the ratio that we are interested in, and by the way, 2 and G are any which way are a constant, so m by r is the ratio that we are interested in. So first planet has a mass m and its radius is r, so m by r it is. And for the other one, you will obviously be writing the mass in the denominator, so mass is m by 2 and radius is also r by 2. So guys, you can see that r gets cancelled with r, m gets cancelled with m, and 2 gets cancelled with 2, so you have under root of 1, which effectively is 1, by the way. Okay, so that is the ratio which is given to us as n by 4. So what do you get the value of n as? 4. Very nice. Sahil, Ankit, Gaurav, Vinu, Jatin, everybody got it. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Very, very, very nice. Okay. Yes, guys, so correct answer to the question turned out to be option C. N value is nothing but 4. Physics is easy. Okay, that's nice. That's the attitude that I want from everybody. Physics is easy. Okay, start believing that. Okay, cool guys. Now coming back, as I told you people, I will tell you how to revise as well. So revising theory is not enough is something that I have been telling you like n number of times. I have spoken that infinite number of times now. Okay, only theory if you are going to solve, not solve, rather you are going to just take a book, read the theory. Trust me, things will not work out. If you'll just take a book when you are going to sleep and you are just reading the theory by then instead of solving the questions, trust me, if you will just take a book, keep it in, instead of a pillow below your head when you are sleeping, no data will download from the book to your head. Remember that. Unless you solve questions, things will not change. Okay guys, so revising theory is obviously not enough. You also need to solve problems to revise effectively. I hope you got the point. Okay, cool guys. Yes, HC Verma is recommended if you want to do the theory for JEE level. As I'm again repeating, you guys are appearing for your board examination, so 12th standard theory is any which way strong for all of you. I'm expecting that to happen. Okay, somebody is asking, is state board and NCERT same? If you speak with respect to syllabus, yes. Any state board, if you pick 11th and 12th standard topics, 11th standard physics textbooks, if you compare for CBSE, for any state board, repeating it again, be it Rajasthan board, be it Maharashtra board, be it Karnataka board, be it Tamil Nadu board, be it Bihar board, UP board, any board, textbooks of 11th and 12th of that board, textbook of NCERT, you compare, you will find each and every topic to be same. Why? Because government wants to test you on your knowledge, which has to be same for everybody, irrespective of the board that you are studying into. Okay guys, yeah, Aerodome not recommended anymore. Not recommended anymore because that's not the level that JEE touches anymore. Okay guys, stick to HC Verma for theory, solve MCQ books more, solve MCQ papers more. As I've told you, come for the test series as well. Moving on guys, yes, next is your strategy, revision strategy for JEE Main preparation. You should start from selecting the mistakes which you have made during the mock test. So as I told you people, you should solve as many mock tests as you can, at least one every day you should be solving. When you're solving your analysis, if you're on Vedantu's platform for the test series, you will get the analysis. But if you are attempting more such tests, apart from the test which will be appearing on the Vedantu platform, you should be able to analyze your performance and you should be able to find out your own mistakes. That's very important because analysis of those mistakes will boost your own preparation. Because if you are appearing for a test today, you analyze your own performance. In the next test, obviously you will put a conscious effort to not repeat those mistakes. Am I right or not? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Cengage book is good. You can do that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It is worth to pick any good book and solve it. Now guys, very important point is to note down the mistakes you made during the test. And again repeating that point. Nutshell, if I have to tell you, appear for mock test every day. Analyze your performance every day. Note down the mistakes that you are making. Do a conscious call, take a call. Put your conscious efforts in, being very conscious about a particular type of mistake. What type of mistakes can we make? We may be making calculation mistake. We may be, in a habit of marking the answers. I got the answer and I marked it incorrectly. So be conscious that you are again after the end of the examination going through the entire paper. Have I marked the answer correctly or not? Okay, there could be other mistakes which are we usually call as the silly mistakes also. I don't know the n number of type of silly mistakes we make. Okay, yeah, so do not repeat your mistakes. For that you need to be, you know, putting conscious efforts when you're solving. Okay, cool guys, hope you are getting this point very clearly. Start with easy topics, revise by solving as many questions as you can. Do not just read theory, and do take an analysis of your own paper and note down the mistakes. Do work on that because it will boost your own preparation and performance every test that you appear for. Okay, doing same questions are good or bad? Well, honestly speaking, I'll answer to that question also. NCERT is good enough or not. Doing same type of question again and again will not change anything. You should be solving different questions and you should be solving more number of questions. Like if I take any MCQ book that you solve, if it has say around 200 questions per subject, per chapter rather, if it has 200 questions per chapter, then every time when you are solving, you should not be coming across the same type of questions. You should be star marking the questions to revise before the examination, but you should not be solving the same questions again and again. Try to solve important questions and keep on moving towards the more and more chapters. Okay, now is NCERT enough for boards preparation? I think it is. And if not, then if you don't feel confident with respect to a particular theory, you can refer a reference book as well, including H.C. Verma or any other book which is more recommended for boards preparation. Okay, cool guys. Now, as I said, yes, star mark those important questions which you have encountered during your mock test, during your preparation and solving. Do star mark the questions, because when you start marking the questions today, 2 days before your actual JEE examination, you will not be able to go through the entire syllabus once again. Am I right or not, guys? So if you are star marking the important formulas, important derivations and important questions more than that, before the examination, 2 days before that, you can only just go through those questions which are important. When I say important, star marking is what? Star marking are the questions which you basically found them to be difficult or something trickier than what you expected them to be. Okay, cool. Okay guys, so now comes the final question for the day. A Carnot engine operates between two reservoirs of temperature 900 and 300 Kelvin. The engine performs 1200 joules of work per cycle. The heat energy delivered by the engine to the lower temperature reservoir or the sink in the cycle is how much? Okay, cool. So let's try to simplify and solve this question. Again, a question from JEE Main 2020, guys. So you know that the amount of heat which is given to a reservoir in an engine. So if this is your engine, by the way, I hope you guys know this, some Q1 amount of heat is taken from a hot reservoir. Some W amount of work is expected out of that engine. Ideally, we expect entire Q1 to convert into W, but that doesn't happen. Some Q2 amount of heat is rejected to the sink. Now, this is happening at a temperature T1 and this is happening at a temperature T2. So we say that Q2 by Q1 is basically T2 by T1. Okay, Q2 is the lower heat reservoir. Apart from that, you can see that if Q1 heat was given, W plus Q2 are the output. So we can see and say that your Q1 is equal to Q2 plus W. So I'm going to put this Q1 here because Q2 is something which we are interested in finding, and W has been given to us as 1200 joules. Given to us as 300 and T1 is 900. So 300 by 900 is nothing but 1 by 3. So this is equated as 1 by 3. Let's cross multiply and simplify. I get 3Q2 equal to Q2 plus W. So I get this Q2 comes here, 2Q2 it is. Q2 is nothing but W by 2. How much is W? 1200. So what do I get my answer as? 600 joules, and that is C as my correct answer. Very nice, Sahil. Awesome, awesome, awesome. People got this answer. Very nice, Bhanu. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Very well. So Sahil got it, Astha got it. Okay. And Rohit, Aryan, Sanjeet, Gaurav, everybody got it. Very nice, very nice. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Well done. Well done. Correct answer is option C. Okay. So guys, I hope you guys got the major idea that how should you utilize those, remaining 40 to 50 days that you still have with you before the examination is going to happen for JEE in the month of April. Okay, quickly telling you things again. Try to keep your preparation as per the analysis that I have shared. Give more time to mechanics and your electrodynamics and modern physics in comparison to optics and thermodynamics. Secondly, when you are solving, you should be picking your easy kill topics first in those units also, because mechanics and electrodynamics are big units. Pick easy kill topics first. Solve easy questions whenever a mock test you are appearing for, then go for mediocre level of questions. Usually 80 to 85% paper is from easy and mediocre zone. When you are revising, during your revision, don't just study theory, solve as many questions as you can. And test papers are very important. Mock test and previous year papers, minimum 5 years. If you can, go for 10 years of papers. Whenever you are appearing for a test, do an analysis, not just find your score, also do an analysis. What are your mistakes? Note down the mistakes. In this entire preparation, all the questions that you come across which you found challenging, which are worth going through again before the examination, star mark them. 2 days before your examination, do the revision by just going through those star mark questions. Okay guys, I hope that's a quick summary of what we have discussed today. Cool guys. Yes, your board's preparation are also going to complement you, because theory is something that you are studying for the entire 12th standard and appearing for board examination for that. So it will help you. Okay. Cool guys. So that brings us to the end of the session. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you guys got benefit. And yes, I have told you people that the JEE test series has already begun. 20 tests every alternate day and paper discussion on every alternate day. It is already live. You can use the description below. Find that link over there. Click there. Use the code SMJT. Enroll. Get into the business. Okay, guys? Awesome, guys. So I'll see you again. Till that time, keep studying. Keep enjoying physics. Do not panic. Keep smiling. You will rock for sure. Okay, guys? I'll see you again. And till then, take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.